What's up, everybody? It's Marco from Digital Dash. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Sunday Night Analysis. I've been away for some time. I've been traveling around. I came back and I got sick, so I've been under the weather for a little bit, but I have still been trading. So I'm just going to be going over ES and looking at how I'm planning on trading it this week. And hopefully by the end, you guys can have some better insight on how the market is developing. So first things first, I want to start off by saying the levels that we're at right now, I'm actually not interested on entering the market. I actually did put on a trade Friday. I took profit on this trade here. This was kind of an overnight swing. And then I placed another position once we broke above this range, targeting long, with a stop loss below this range, right? And I got in long here, but this is just buying a little bit too high for me with this major overhead resistance. So I am expecting some type of rejection from, around this 4,600 area into another area of support that we're going to have to identify and see hold up if I'm looking to take more long. So that's the only thing with that. I'm not interested. I was just in here, but I closed it out for a $6.25 loss. So Friday we came off a big win. We had a 48-point win, or damn near a 49-point win. So it's really no need for me to go ahead and risk unnecessarily, knowing that liquidity has to get taken before I could get an entry targeting a move to the upside. So with that being said, let's just pay attention to where we are in the higher time frame here. We're coming into this weekly resistance supply, or this weekly bearish point of interest, I guess. Whatever you guys want to use, whatever style of trading or style of understanding you guys use to trade, we can all agree that we're breaking above some structure here. We're coming into other resistance. So that's important to note on the higher time frame, and understanding that we can start facing weekly resistance here. We can start facing resistance. We can start seeing some downward pressure on the lower time frames, because the higher time frame is telling us that we're reaching the ceiling in the overall picture. So that's something I want to pay attention to. I'm expecting to see the price pull back here. I'm expecting to see the price reject. Now, how deep that rejection it goes, and how strong that rejection starts, and how much volume and volatility is behind that sell-off is going to give us more clues into what happens next. But so far, I'm just moving off the understanding that I know I'm going to have to see some type of sell-off. And then going into the weekly here, we have been kind of just trading our way up here. I was expecting to see a sell-off here, back here. And when I didn't see that sell-off, that got me out of the bearish mindset completely, and just told me, you need to continue to look for sells. Clear support is forming in the market. As long as that clear support stays intact, continue to look for buys. Excuse me. I just said looking for sells. I switched my mindset over and told myself I had to start looking for buys. And as long as I can identify support being created in the market, and then support being respected, then that buy thesis is intact. So that's how I've been moving based off of that information. We've been seeing ranges be formed, and then we've been seeing ranges get taken out with nice follow through, right? Thursday, we had a nice breakout of that range. We didn't see it break the previous candle's highs, but we did see those bulls start having that intent, showing intent, especially when they held that support down there, right? So we had a couple opportunities to enter long and try to catch this move up. And then Friday, we ended Friday with a nice strong bullish candle. Damn, I'm saying the opposite of everything today. So now we want to see if we can create new demand on the lower time frames and hold above this zone. Ideally, that's what we want to see. The reason why I jumped out is because, I want to wait to see it. I want to see it happen first, then react to it. So that's what we want to see for our bullish thesis. We want to see price continue to hold above 4,600 ideally. We know we can come into this 45.96 zone, and we know this zone goes all the way down to 45.85. So price can bounce around and look for support anywhere in that area, right? We also have, I wouldn't count this up as a demand because we barely took out those highs with it. So that can also be an area of inducement, right? So if we start breaking down, that could fuel a move lower into this 45, 47 area. But overall, as long as this 45, 47 area is intact, it doesn't look like the bullish trend is changing anytime soon, right? So just like on Thursday and Friday, this was the zone to watch to see if it stays intact. This is still the zone to watch to see if it stays intact. On the daily, on the higher time frames, that's still one of the first zones to watch. If it starts breaking down, that will be one of our first signs that things are changing. And then zooming out even more, if we do end up getting all the way down here, the 4,500 will be the level that I'm watching. Then back under 4,500, we can start targeting, 44, 33 and lower, right? But the first signs that things will be really breaking down and giving us more bearish confirmation is seeing strong, nice break and close below the 45, 41. That's the first signs, right? We can't see trickery. We can see price wick below. We can see all of that. But when we see, a strong, real break and close below, that's going to be our first clue. And it's going to be a big clue seeing how we came back in the range, showed strong intentions to push through all the value in the middle of the range, and then made new lows and then continue to have strength at those lows, right? So that's why that would be a huge clue for us. So again, the levels that we're currently seeing, I'm not really interested in putting a position on. For some people that are interested in shorting the market, right now, building positions right now could be a good place to start entering short, right? We got some value right here. We broke above value. We're starting to, there's already signs that we're starting to fail, right? Maybe if we pull back below 48.86 and hold below it, even more sellers can start entering, right? Still above value. And then once we get back down here, they can start selling at 45.51. They can start buying back. And if selling is still strong in this zone breaks, then they can start, further looking to take profit on the positions that they accumulated up here for nice and cheap, right? They can start continuing to get rid of their, start buying back some of their selling as price moves lower, right? So that's for the bears. But as for me, I'm not looking to make any decision yet. If I'm going to be a bull or a bear, I'm just going to continue to wait for the market to develop, and I'm going to figure something out by Monday and by the rest of the week. But other than that, man, I'm just going to be letting the market develop, and hopefully, by Monday and by the end of the week, we'll have more information to work with, and we'll be able to come up with a plan to tackle this. I will be putting my live intraday commentaries, and as the market develops, any notes and anything I'm doing, whether it's taking trades or executing, in the Discord. The Discord is now private. It's closed off. It's a free Discord still, but it is private now. I'm trying to keep bots out. So anybody that's interested in joining that to see my live commentary throughout the day and to just come in there and chat and trade with me and share ideas, just make sure you reach out on Instagram or leave a comment down below, and I'll reach out to you. But other than that, man, that's all I got for this video. I'll catch y'all in the next one, and I hope y'all have a good trading week.